What's up guys, it's Calysta. I am introducing to you all a new series that I'm doing, kind of similar to the Need for Speed, but I'm going to call this Building Blocks. And I came up with it because I created an alt about 2 months ago, and I realized there were so many questions about specific constructions that tend to be a bit more complicated among some new players. So I wanted to create some material just to make it easier for everyone to kind of understand what all that stuff is about. So this particular video is going to be all about your prison. So you can see it is very easy to tell if you have a prisoner by the nifty little like red box with the kind of chains over it, right? So when you see that over somebody's castle, you know that they are holding a prisoner. And you can see the close-up there. Pretty cool. You'll notice when you go to Wonder Wars or you see Battle Royale, pretty much everybody's holding a prisoner, and I'm going to tell you why. You can also see, if you click on the person's castle, you can see what the prisoners list is. So for example, you're able to hold about 30 prisoners. So for example, in KVK, you could scroll on somebody's prisoner list and you can scroll down and you're going to see a ton of prisoners, their guilds, their names, etc. You can also see if they're from different kingdoms. So it's kind of a cheat sheet, and you can see if they have a bounty. So if you have your leader taken, you can actually put up a bounty that you will pay if somebody's able to release your leader for you. Now here you can see I have Stylosa. This is my alt, and she's so adorable. She's stuck in the prison right now. She is a level 57 player, and you can see that up top, and you can see in this screen it gives you a variety of different options, right, in terms of what you can do here, and they make it really simple, which is kind of cool, because this could be kind of a pain in the butt if you didn't have the ability to shortcut here. You can easily send an email to the person whose leader you have, which is always appreciative. You can also set up a ransom. Now, a ransom is the amount of money that that person would need to pay you, money being gold in this case, in order for you to release their leader. In this case, I'm going to be super mean and put 50 million. Why not? And it's going to let you know that all ransoms are subject to a 30% tax. So you have to keep that in mind when you're thinking about what ransom you're going to set up. If you want to get a certain amount, you want to make sure that you're taking into consideration that 30% tax. It also gives you the opportunity to quickly view this person's profile. You can edit the ransom at any time. So if they respond back and they're like, guess what, I don't have 50 million, but I have 3 million, which is usually what happens, you can go ahead and edit that. It also gives you the opportunity to release if you want to. Now, something else that's important to mention, in order to be able to kind of get your leader out of a prison, right, you can use a devil's cap. So these are available in packs. Once your leader has been captured, you basically can use it to slowly poison your leader. Typically, for most of you, it'll be, around the 24-hour mark. If I capture a certain level leader, it is usually in my prison for 3 days. So the devil's cap is not going to release it immediately, but it will give it to you in 24 hours, which isn't bad considering how hard it is if you have your leader taken, because it in essence will stop production in your castle and it makes you very, very vulnerable to attack. But the reason that having a prisoner is so important, and this is a question that kept coming up among some of the newer players, is for the reason that we have on the screen right now. So when you have a prisoner, you're able to get an incredible army attack boost. Now, if you remember from previous videos, army attack boosts and army boosts in general are the most impactful, because regardless of whether you have ranged, cavalry, infantry, or siege, which you shouldn't have a lot, you're able to take advantage of the army boost. And you can also see that the army attack boost is directly correlated to the level of your prisoner. So for all you guys that are kind of going ham trying to hit that level 60, you're going to be very, very valuable now to people that are looking for level 60 leaders. And I will tell you, when we're prepping for KVK or Wonder Wars or Battle Royale, we are all looking for level 60 leaders. So it's great to have a level 60 leader, but it also makes you very appealing and appetizing for some of the bigger players, because it gives you that 30% army attack boost, which is incredibly important. And if you correlate this and take a step back and think about how you can give yourself your best chance to really increase those boosts, you would tag this along with an altar boost, which I will be talking about in another video when we do kind of our altar deep dive. But this is really important. It's also why it's really helpful to have your alts increase in level as much as possible, because you can go ahead, put your alt leader in a camp, attack that camp, and all of a sudden you have a prisoner in a really easy way. And this is super important, guys, if you plan on taking rallies. If you're going to be taking rallies, you should always have a prisoner. Either have somebody in your guild drop tags, send you their leader, and shield right away, because without your leader, you are very, very vulnerable to attack. All the green stats that you see in this screen here would not apply anymore if you're missing your leader. You're basically only working with those white stats, so you miss all the leader deploy stuff. So definitely not something you want to do. Guys, something else that I should mention, you are going to need steel cuffs to increase your prison. Your prison is one of those buildings that you're going to need to improve in order to be able to unlock T4. But you can see that in addition to that, it does have a tremendous benefit as you're getting into those higher rungs of fighting. I hope this was helpful. Please let me know if you guys have any questions, comments, concerns. If you have additional buildings that you want me to deep dive on, right now I'm thinking, you know, Battle Hall, Treasure Trove, Embassy, probably in addition to the prison, obviously the altar. But if you have anything else that you want to see a deep dive on, let me know. Hopefully this was helpful. Thank you so much for watching as usual.